Okay, to explain this little concept, I need to tell you another story. And this concept is called The Secret of the Monkey's Fist. Okay, there was a guy who wrote a book called Frank Bettger, and he was a salesman, and he was a very crummy salesman early on in his career, but he worked out a way to sell which is so simple and so brilliant and makes so much common sense that it's amazing it's not used more often. So what he was doing one day is he was standing on a dock as the ships were coming into the harbour. And he noticed that the ships that had already docked had these great big huge ropes going from the ship onto the shore. And these ropes, you know, they're called a hawser. They're about as fat as a man's leg. And he sat there and they go onto shore and they tie up the boat to the shore. And he was thinking, I wonder how on earth they get these great big ropes from the ship onto the shore. They're too big. So he decided to wait around and see how they did it. So he grabbed a sandwich, he waited on the shore for the next boat to come in. What he noticed is once the next boat docked, there was a ball coming from on board the ship that got thrown on shore, a lot like that, to the longshoreman. And the longshoreman would pick up the ball and start pulling the thin rope which was connected to the big hawser. The big hawser, that's the big thick one. And that is how they pulled this great big rope on shore and tied the ship up. Brilliant. Throwing something irresistibly easy onto shore that was connected to something a lot harder. That's how it was done. Instead of trying to get a sale on the first knock of the door, what the salesman was told to do was go up and approach the lady, which was usually the lady of the house in the 1930s during the day, and say, Madam, I've got a free sample of coffee for you to try. Costs nothing. I'd like you to try it, see if you like it. And if you like it, I'll come back in a week's time, and if you like it, you know, you might want to buy some more. Well, how could she refuse? A free sample of coffee to try for a week? No problem. It was a lot easier. It was a monkey's fist. It was easier to get that in the door than trying to sell on the first deal. A bit like going on a first date. So the salesperson would go back the second week and say, hey madam, did you enjoy your free coffee that you got last week? Well, I can give you another free sample if you make a small purchase. Well, the sales went from 3% to 43% overnight because they threw a monkey's fist first. So, like I say, if you sell big ticket items, which requires a little bit of education to motivate and educate and move your prospects to making a buying decision, this is an awesome strategy. And I really recommend it to you. And what I'm going to do is myself and Dick's the guy that's doing all this production here and the fancy green screen and the stuff going on behind me. What we're going to do is in the next video, which is coming to you, I don't know, tomorrow or the day after, we're going to break it down step by step on how to put the strategy in place for your business. Okay, we're going to show you step by step so there'll be no illusion. We'll lift the kimono, we'll pull back the curtain and show you how it's done. Because I think there's very few people who do it and there's hardly anyone who does it well. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to do it.